Hey guys, we got a pretty cool video today. We're actually going to be ranking every single season of Conquerors Blade from best to worst. So I was actually motivated to do this because I was talking to someone who's a new player. He's been playing for like a month, and he just told me that he's basically been investing in the seasonal quests to unlock the Paladins, which right now, the Paladins are not doing great. They're not a great unit, and it kind of sucks. So I was like, oh man. Because if you're not a veteran player, you don't know what season you should be investing in, what units you should be getting. So that's why I'm making this to basically rank them from best to worst, right? Right now just how people decide what they want to invest in. There's so many seasons of Conqueror's Blade. So yeah, we'll go into that. And before I go into all the ranking and stuff, if you are a new player and you are under level 50, there is a referral code in the bottom of my description. If you use that in game, you'll get like a free starter pack. But you need to use it before level 50, and it's just a nice little gift for you guys, and it will support me too. But yeah, but now moving into the rankings, right? How I'm gonna rank them are based off of three things. So we're gonna look at every single unit, right, from beginning to end. I'm gonna rank them based on how often they're used in territory wars, how they're used in ranked battles, and just how often they're used in overall sieges. So basically, how useful the unit actually is right now. By the way, so based on today's current meta, because things can change, units get buffed and nerfed all the time, and the meta can change all the time. So we're gonna be ranking them based on today's meta, right? How they are right now. Alright, so we're going to get into it right away. We're starting with Season 2, Wrath of the Nomads. So, second season in the game, but, first seasonal quest units. Unfortunately, guys, bad. All right, Namcon archers, all these guys, all bad, not used, not ever, never used, not in territory wars, not even in regular sieges. No one uses this. Keshigs, they used to be OP, used all the time, but now they're just outshined, and you're gonna be wasting a lot of bronze trying to get them, wasting a lot of time trying to unlock all of this. Namcon archers used to be decent. They nerfed their bleed. Now they're never used. Surgs are the only unit here that's like okay. They're not amazing, they're not the best, but they're a fun unit, and I have them and I play them sometimes just to have fun. But it's not worth going through this entire, seasonal quest line just to get them. So for those reasons, let me see where they are here. Yeah, I'm gonna have to give them a D tier. Just not a season worth investing in right now. Alright, now Season 3, Soldiers of Fortune. So we're looking at this. The Maul is a very good hero class. It's a heavy armor hero class. Still used. It's a great class. So if you want to unlock that class, you have to do their seasonal quests. So that is a reason for maybe investing in this season. Now the Pavis crossbowmen are like a very mid unit. I mean, there are times where you could get kills with them, but so many other units just outshine them. There's so many better options right now, especially with muskets, that they just aren't really worth. Like, this should not be your focus. And the Falconetti Gunners are a good unit, but only in a few maps and a few situations. Otherwise, they're just kind of useless and they'll get killed very easily. So it's very difficult to play them, and you got to use them in very specific and certain situations. You just can't bring them to every single siege. So it's an okay unit. It's nothing like, it's like, Alright, these guys are an okay blue unit. For the Brachio are kind of being outshined right now. They used to be a lot more useful and a lot more meta. They're still a good unit. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, they're still a decent unit. You can still do a lot with them. But definitely not what they once used to be. So everything is kind of meh, and then the Maul is like a good class. Overall, let me see where they are. I would give them a B tier. Just a B tier unit. B tier season to invest in. Alright. Now we got Blood of the Empire. So, Janissaries are still a pretty good blue unit that you can use in Blue Era. Nothing past Blue Era really, but they're still a decent unit. They're fun. Azaps, Master Azaps can win in a lot of different situations that they can do pretty well and get certain kills. So they're not useless as they used to be. They're kind of decent. They're okay. They're okay now. Now, the Siladars are great. Now, these guys, Territory Wars, you're going to see them in ranked battles. You're going to see them late game. Yeah, they're definitely being used right now. They recently got buffed, and they're, like, brought in as much as Iron Reapers. I see them a lot, so definitely meta, definitely useful. Siphias, they have their mastery. which is okay. It's not the greatest mastery. You could do okay with them, but nothing super insane or crazy. But still, so it's good. So overall, because of I think the Seal Hunters mainly carry, they're gonna get an A rank. Definitely an A rank unit. A rank season to invest in. All right, now Legacy of Fire. So here's the thing. These guys, very good unit. You can even use them even in any season, in blue era, in purple era, in gold era. They're still used in certain situations. Obviously, they can die very easily, but in certain situations, you can do a lot of damage. Very good. Now stalwarts. These guys are the upgrades of spear sergeants, and these guys are the upgrades of men at arms. Stalwarts used to be really OP, fallen off, not really used, but they're like, it's not terrible. Now paladins though are terrible. I mean, they're the upgraded version of men at arms, but the men at arms are infinitely better, and their veterancy line makes them infinitely better. The paladins don't have anything that makes them shine right now, and it's kind of absolute waste of time and useless to have paladins at the moment. Now these guys, the Flame Boys, I call them Flame Boys. Very good unit. I mean, game-changing unit. But your team has to play with you. You have to play well with your team. And as long as you have great synergy with your team, very team-dependent unit, you can absolutely change the tides of battles. You'll see them in territory wars. You'll see them in ranked, and they can make a losing game a winning game. But you gotta be very careful with them. It's a very difficult unit to use, but they are super meta, and they are super strong. So because of the Seaphones and the blue unit, let's see where this is real quick. They are gonna get an A tier. Okay, but remember, the Paladins and Stalwarts are not worth it. It's only for the Flame guys. Yeah. All right, moving on. To Scourge of Winter. All useless. I'm gonna be honest, completely useless. You'll never see these guys. Lankenschnitz, or I don't even know how to pronounce that, but just not worth it. So many things that just outshine it. Not worth it. So many things outshine this as well. Liao Rangers, they used to be so meta, and Liao spam was, different time, but now so many cav outshine them. They're just not worth it. There's nothing that makes them better than any of the new cav that are out right now. So this entire season is not worth investing in. Do not invest in this season. So because of that, Scourge of Winter, you go to a D tier. Not worth investing in at all. Alright, now we have Wolves of Ragnarok. Now, unfortunately, the Sons of Fenrir are an okay unit. Only blue unit, that's like okay. Only in blue era they're okay. For other eras, they're like okay. But Berserkers used to be OP, used to have so much Berserker spam. Useless now. Alright, they're definitely just don't bring them into fights. Shield Maidens too used to be OP, used to be Shield Maiden spam. Nerfed. But all these guys, honestly, all three of these guys are nerfed. The season used to be super busted, but all of them are very nerfed right now. Definitely, honestly, not worth investing in at this moment. So just avoid the season. Unfortunately, they're all very nerfed. Let's see where are they at. Here they are. D tier. D tier, definitely not worth investing in right now, unless something changes later on. Now Dynasty. Alright, so these monks are okay blue unit. You'll see them used, but nothing, insane. Gray Hair Garrison I see used a lot. I think they are still their unit kit is the cheapest out of every unit in the game, I think. Like all the purple units, I think. I mean, and I still see people use them. Not an insane unit, but it's a okay unit, just solid unit. And then the Pike class. Of course, the Pike class is pretty good. You'll see that used a lot of damage, a lot of hero killing potential. So definitely, if you want to get it, get this. Madaus are being outshined right now by the Phalanx, but they're still a pretty good anti-cav unit. And yeah, if you have Madaus fully mastered, like you'll see them in territory wars, you'll see them in ranked. Still a useful unit. So if you're gonna invest in this season, because of the Pike, because of the Madaus, and they're okay, it'll be like a low A tier. Like they're good. All right. Now Season Tyranny, not worth it. Do not invest in Season Tyranny. So these guys are okay blue unit, but Axe Raiders used to be OP, hella nerfed, useless unit. The Shenji are a great unit. They're awesome, but you don't have to get them from seasonal challenges. You could just get them from the unit tree, and I would say do it from that, because going through seasonal challenges just to get the Shenjis when you can get them from the unit tree is just not worth it. And yeah, these Axe Raiders, like, just not worth it. They're They're trash right now. Nerfed to the ground. And yeah, Shenji, you can just get them from the unit tree. So because of that, they are going to go into D tier. Not worth investing in. Alright, Season Highlanders. So we got these Bagpipers. I still see some people bring them. You know, they give a nice buff. They honestly do give a pretty good buff. But it's really boring. Like, it's just boring to use them. Claymores, you never see them. Not even regular sieges. Not even in ranked. You will not see them in ranked. You will not see them in territory war. Forgotten, really weak, just outshined by other units. Houndsmen, you still see some people use them, but that's just because they love range units. Yeah, these are the only T5 archers in the game, and I mean, they can do damage, but they just, if you really like ranged, I don't know. That's the only. I wouldn't say that like they're terrible, but like it's a C, I guess, because Bagpipers and the Houndsmen are okay. They're not like a terrible unit. Like, you're not gonna get nothing with them. Like, if you brought like a Shield Maiden or something, you could get kills with the Houndsmen. So a C tier, C tier. The Claymores though, useless unit. Don't even bother leveling them up or anything. All right, Paragons. So interest. Basically, the Alchemists, good. The changes to Alchemists that they recently did make them a very good unit. Their leadership is super low. They heal. They can actually like seriously help battles. Everything else here is just irrelevant. Banner Guards, irrelevant unit. No one brings them to anything, and they just suck. Chevaliers used to be OP, nerfed to the ground. Other cav outshines them. Just not worth leveling up, investing in, or spending the bronze coin for. So it's only the Alchemists here that really shine. So because of that, they'll also go into C tier. See, only because Alchemists are actually kind of meta. Like, you'll see Alchemists in certain territory wars and stuff. So they're being carried by Alchemists. They're a low C tier. Yeah, for that reason. So basically, only get Alchemists and then stop. Don't get the other units. Not worth it. Alright. Helheim. Useless season. Used to be OP. Huskars, I used to love them. Nerfed. These guys, Varangian guards, whatever. I love them. I love their design. I think they're awesome. Nerfed. Just not worth it. They don't do anything anymore, but they used to be busted. And unfortunately, nerfed. So straight D right now. Not worth investing in. You will get nothing out of it. Alright, Colosseum. Alright, interesting thing here. So, okay blue unit, right? It's not like, okay blue unit. But these guys, these shield guys, the Myrmidons or whatever. Amazing unit. Definitely meta, using siege, using territory war. They are super, super dope. For tanking and doing damage. Like, you can tank things for your team, and you can charge in and do damage. So, definitely like a very good unit. Ritarii, you don't see them that much at all, and you definitely don't see them in ranked. It costs way too much leadership to be used in ranked or in territory wars. You'll see them sometimes in siege if someone owns them, but they're not like a crazy unit. They're an okay unit, but basically this entire season they get carried by the shields, and because of the shields alone being so meta as they are, it's worth investing in getting the shields. So that will be an A. Alright, now Scorpio. Okay. Interesting season. So we have these guys. Okay, blue. They're fun to use. They're fun, not crazy. Camel Lancers used to be a lot better, but now they're like, I don't know. They seriously aren't anything too crazy, but they're an okay unit. You can still do okay with them. But there's just so many better options at this moment. And they used to be a lot better. I'm pretty sure they just got nerfed. Not, but like they were nerfed. So and now their tier 5 unit, the Hashashins. You don't really see them that much in ranked. Maybe in territory wars you'll see them by certain few players who are very good at using them. They're basically range killers. You can kill a bunch of enemy ranged, but they're an okay unit. Mid tier season. Very situational. If you're good at them, you could do, but like I would give them like a B, but definitely not an A. Not super meta, not super useful, but a B, a solid B. Alright, now we got Eternal. Very good blue unit. Monks used to be OP, but they got nerfed to the ground, so they're not worth leveling up right now or investing in. But these guys are busted. Okay, so it's definitely a meta S tier cav still. Still used in territory wars, still used in ranked battles, still used in regular siege. A great cav unit can change the game, honestly. So, yeah, and if you want to invest just to get these calves, and these guys are not like, yeah, they're okay. Don't invest in the monks, but get these calves. It's kind of worth. So because of that, they will get. Let me see where they are real quick. Do I not have them here? Oh no, I do have them here. I'm just bugging. They'll get an A tier, A rank for sure. All right. Oops. Sengoku. All right, Sengoku. Love this season. So much fun. The Ronin are pretty bad. Blue unit. Definitely just don't invest in them. I don't think they're that good at all. But Onimusha are, on the other hand, amazing. They are a great unit. I still see them used in territory wars and ranked. They're super fast. They can be used to, you know, get into a situation where you need reinforcements or get behind someone, or they're just very versatile and a great unit. They do a lot of damage, so definitely a great unit. Orochi Samurai, I don't see them used too much in ranked or in territory wars. But they aren't a terrible unit. You know, you could still get a lot of good kills with them. You know, they're not like super meta, but you can do okay with them. They're not a bad unit. Definitely more people would rather bring Iron Reapers or some Phalanx or something else instead of least leadership on them, but they aren't a terrible unit. So because of that, because the Onimusha, and because they're not that bad, I'll give them also an A rank. Yeah, an A rank. Alright, now Nightfall. Interesting. So these guys, I don't like them. I don't like these archers, so I'm just going to forget about them. I don't like them. I don't think they're that great, but I've seen people say that they're good to use, but that's another thing. Anyway, the main thing, these guys, Kriegsbruters, yes, decent purple cav, very good purple melee cav. You'll see them a lot in bandit raids because they just kill everything, and you'll see them in sieges. You don't honestly see them in ranked or in territory wars that much. And even the Zweihanders, you don't see these guys that much in ranked or in territory wars. They're not. These guys just get outshined by Queen's Knights and Iron Reapers. So unfortunately for these guys, they're not super meta. I mean, they're good units, not super meta, not really used compared to the other things in those endgame types of combat. I'm gonna give them a B tier, a high B tier, simply because like they just aren't super meta. Okay, I can't even high B tier, but just so you guys know. All right, now Avalon. All right, these guys I don't like them, but they're okay. Okay, blue unit, nothing crazy. Decent shield. I've seen people do okay with them. Definitely not really used in territory wars or ranked. But they're not a terrible unit. Now Queen's Knights, busted. I mean, they're a very good unit. They can absolutely kill things, do insane damage. Used in territory wars, used in ranked almost all the time. Every game someone would bring Queen's Knights, so huge meta. And this is actually, they're going to be our first S tier unit because of just how meta and how powerful the Queen's Knights are. Getting them is actually like end game type stuff right now. Right now they're definitely end game necessary. All right. Now we have Dragon Rise. Another this season is kind of goated. All right, these crosswomen very good. They do a lot of damage. Strong blue unit. Wu Wei Mansion Guards don't even have to busted unit. Game changer even for a purple unit. Absolutely strong unit. And then the Zwanjia Heavy Cav, busted Cav. I would still say probably the best Cav in the game right now. Entire unit is stacked. If you were going to invest in a season, investing in this season, you can't go wrong right now unless anything gets nerfed. But right now they're still a great season to invest in. Yeah, so because of that, S tier. They're definitely getting an S tier for that. and Season Alexander. Slingers suck, okay? I don't like the slingers. They're just not good in general. You won't see them used at all that much. Companion Cav you will see used. I see them in Territory Wars. I see them in Ranked. They're definitely a strong hero killer and a unit killer. Very versatile, so goated investment. And Sunward Phalanx is an S tier unit. Like it's used in Territory Wars and Ranked. You'll see them all the time. Great anti-cav, even anti-infantry, like, and holding down positions. A huge meta unit. So for those guys as well, they would go into S tier. And that leaves us with Season Lionfire. So these guys are great. Swine Feathers are also pretty good. So far, everyone has been pretty good. We don't know how the cannons are yet because they haven't been unlocked. But from the PTR, if they are kept the same way as how the PTR had them, they are going to be an S tier investment as well. As long as they keep everything the same from the PTR, they'll be insane. So this right now is how our season tier list is looking. I just gotta say, what you can notice or what you can see is that the S tier meta best units are the recent seasons. Okay, like Alexander, the Dragon Rising, and the Queen's thing. All right, or Avalon, I think that's what it was called. Oh, they're all the most recent units, and they all have the most busted units right now, and they're the most meta. Because they are recent, people just spent money to get all of them, right? But this can change. They can get nerfed and be brought down at some point, you know. So, yeah. But for right now, if you're gonna invest in something, these are the ones you want to invest in, and these are the units that are the best and the ones that aren't really not worth investing in at this moment. All right, as of today's meta. But yeah, hope you enjoyed that. If you have any comments or questions, you can put that in the comment section, and I'll get back to you on whatever you ask. Oh, you don't still had Dart? Yeah, no, I'm leaving them A plus. I'm leaving them A. All right, yeah, but that was it, guys. That was my seasonal tier list. Hope you enjoyed all of that. All right, I'll see you guys next time.